Hello, good evening, and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. Today we are here for card number 19 in our 20 Sketches in 20 Days series. Can you believe it? We are like on the second to last one. That is craziness. For those of you just joining us for the first time, my name is Denise Cox, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Archibald, Saskatchewan. And I have been coming live every day since October 1st. To share a sketch from the mini catalog with you and create a card or a tag and then turn it into a card. So it's been a lot of fun. We've been focusing on all of the products in the mini catalog. And today I have a beautiful card to share with you guys. So say hello when you get here. I'd love to know who's joining us, who's stamping with us. Hi, Kathy and Melanie. Hi, Teresa, Cindy, Paula. Hello, hello. Hi, Bev and Kathy. All right. So day 19. Seriously, where has all the days gone? It feels like we just started. I hope that you guys are enjoying the series. I hope that you've been able to tune in, whether you've been here with me live or catching the replays. You can always go back and watch the ones you've missed. And don't forget, if you want to get the tutorials for the printable tutorial for the projects, you can do so in 3 different ways. All of that information is in the description of the video. So be sure to go there and either buy the tutorials, or if you're on my Feathered Friends or my Stampin' Up! Team, then you get those for free. Okay, any questions about that? For any of you who are in Canada and you want to do a little shopping, maybe what I'm going to show you tonight is going to inspire you. Here's my host code for the duration of the series, which ends tomorrow night. So on the 21st, I will have a new host code open. Also, for you, those of you in Canada, don't forget my BOGO sale is starting on Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So for anybody in Canada, let me just give you a really quick overview of how that's going to work. This is my first time ever doing a BOGO, and I'm really, really excited, and I hope that you guys are too. So basically, I have a Facebook group set up. The link is in the description, so you can click on that. And you can answer the questions and go into pending. I'm not letting anybody in until the event starts. Basically, what you're going to do is go through the albums in the group and shop from my retired product. It's all priced and numbered. And then you're going to keep track of how much you're spending on the retired products. So just say your total is $100. Then you need to go to my online Stampin' Up! Store and place an order of $100 before shipping and tax, and you're going to get all of those retired items for free. So that's the BOGO. You buy from my online store and you get the free products, the retired products free that you chose. You just have to pay for the shipping. So I'm going to send everything in a prepaid shipping box. So roughly around $20 to have it shipped to you. So it's a really great deal. It's super exciting. And I have almost 200 items loaded and ready for Tuesday. So get excited. If you have any questions about that, reach out to me. And I'm always happy to help. Hello, Crystal and Judy. Hi, Sandy. Oh, thanks so much, Sandy. I'm glad you've enjoyed the series. Okay, so I think that was all I wanted to touch on. Don't forget, Stampin' Up! Still got that amazing starter kit deal and 30% off on the up to 30% off on the kits collection till the end of the month. So don't miss those. If you've been having your eye on them, don't miss out, because the end of the month is quickly approaching. Okay, I'm going to remove the banner off of here, and then I'm going to refresh your memory with the sketch we're playing with today. Now, if you've been following along, you'll know that this sketch looks familiar, right? It's exactly the same sketch that was on number 3. So for card number 3, what did we do? Let me just grab it. I'm going to look in my little basket of projects here, and I'm going to find number 3. So it was the one with the caring leaves. I meant to grab this out earlier, but then I got sidetracked snuggling with the puppies and the kitties. Okay, where is that caring leaves one? Oh my goodness, you guys. There it is. Okay. So sketch number 3, card number 3, we made this one right here. So as you can see, this one we followed very closely along with the sketch. And we made this fun caring leaves one. Tonight, we're going to take that same sketch, because that's what they've given us for number 19, another one exactly the same. But we're going to translate it a little differently this time. We're not going to follow it quite so closely, but it's still going to be very close, or you're still going to see the resemblance, is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to be playing with Sentimental Wishes. How many of you love this stamp set? Very traditional, very nostalgic looking. The font even reminds me of like traditional Christmas. So this one is super pretty, and I am excited to share this card with you guys. So let me pop the camera down to my desk here. Just one sec. There we go. All right. So we are going to be using Sentimental Wishes. Such a pretty set. And there are matching dies. So these guys right here. So it cuts out the images. Plus it's got this fun little greenery, foliage, branch, whatever you want to call it, that we can cut out. Now we're not using the dies today, but I did want to show them to you so you can see the versatility in the stamp set. Hi, Gail. Oh, Kathy has that. That's awesome. Here's another idea for you. Okay, so we're starting with the tag, as we always do. So we're going to create the tag, and then we're going to create it into a card. Oh, I need a drink of water. Bear with me one sec. Okay, so we are going to use the stocking image, only we're not going to use the stocking. Okay, so if you read the description, I'm going to show you a quick little technique. You may already know it. It's really simple. Just using one of our Stampin' Up! Products, we are going to use a little bit of masking paper. So masking paper is in the annual catalog, and it comes in a package that I put away because I was trying to be so tidy. This is the Stampin' Up! Masking paper, item number 155480. If you fall in love with it and you don't already have it, that's how you can order it. Hi, Jody. Okay, so we've got this masking paper here. I've cut mine. It's roughly about 2 inches. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel it off. Now, because of the way I'm doing this, you definitely will want a silicone mat underneath your tag, because we're going to stick this here, and maybe a little bit further down. I'm going to stick that right across there. Okay, see that? I've got the masking tape stuck to it now. Okay, I'm holding it in place. So now what I want to do is grab my memento, a bit of this garbage before it ends up in the ink pad, and I'm going to ink up just the top part of this stocking. And I just want to stamp it there and make sure that I've got the good. Okay, I have one memento ink pad that I keep re-inking, and it's just not taking the ink very well. So I just wanted to make sure this wasn't that one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stamp this image over top of our masking paper. I'm just going to hold it there for a second and make sure. The tag is not made of the same beautiful paper that our basic white is. So I just want to make sure it's really taking that ink. Okay, so now we can see we just stamped the portion of the stocking. Had you inked the whole stocking, the whole thing would have showed and it would have been totally okay. But we're just wanting that top part. So now I'm going to take my masking tape and I'm going to pull it off. It's kind of like having a very sticky Post-it note. Okay, it's very big and very sticky. So I'm just going to peel that off. Uh-oh. I ripped it. Okay, bear with me. You're not intentionally ripping this. There we go. Okay. So see how that gives you that nice, beautiful, clean edge? Isn't that fun? So now what I want to do is I'm just going to grab my ruler, and I want to go down about 1.25 inches. Okay. Having a camera overhead when you're trying to do these things sometimes is a bit of a challenge. All right, I'm going to hold my ruler roughly where it is, like that. I want it to be roughly 1.25 inches. And I'm just going to put that across again. Okay, so now we've got our masking paper down one more time. So as I mentioned, it's like a Post-it note. You can use it again and again until the stick is gone. So now I'm going to ink up. I did that backwards, you guys. Bear with me. I did have my coffee tonight, true. Honest, I did. Okay, what we want to do is we want to have this. So the 1.25 inches is right, but I want it going the other way. I want this to go like this. I want this paper. Hi, Sandy. Okay, So we've got our masking tape the right way now. My goodness. Okay, so I've got this stocking all nicely inked up. And then we're going to turn it upside down. And we're going to stamp it so that the masking paper is kind of at the top of the stocking. And then we'll stamp it down. Okay, so we've done that. One up, one down, right? Don't worry about the presents looking like they're going to fall out. It's okay. We're designing a card. It's going to be super pretty. All right, so when we pull that off, now we have the image here and the image there with this nice clean line. So how many of you are familiar with the masking paper and love it and have used it before? Okay. So now that we have our stamped images, we're going to do a little bit of coloring. Now these images are very fine detail, very small. So bear with me as I color these because it'll be worth it. So I'm going to use some cherry cobbler. And I'm just going to go and color my candy canes. Oh, this is like really, the ink is really running out of this marker for some reason. Oh, Jody's never used it before. Well, my friend, I just showed you something new. It is super fun for doing little things like this. You can also use it if you want to like stamp an image on it, cut it out, and then use that to mask so you can, make your characters look like they're standing beside one another, in front of one another. All right, so let's color this. As I mentioned, this is going to take a bit to color, so bear with me, you guys. Keep those comments coming. What's everybody up to this weekend? I don't have much plans. I'm trying to get ready for some markets I have coming up. I've got 3 markets in November. I've got a card class this coming up weekend on the 26th. First in-person class in my new province. I'm very, very excited. We've got half filled up. So if you live near Tisdale, Saskatchewan, and you'd like to come to a card class, reach out. I can send you the information. Okay, there's our candy canes. Now we want to grab... Hi, Lori. Okay, now I'm going to use my cherry cobbler light, and I'm going to color the bow. Oh, this marker looks a little bit frayed on the end. Okay, we're just going to color the ribbons on this gift. That one, and then we will color the one on this one as well. So we're going to color that ribbon, and I know I'm not coloring exactly in the lines. It's okay. We'll get the gist of what was happening here. Hi, Tina. Hi, Laura. All right, so then color the same. I'm doing exactly the same. So I'm mirroring the coloring on the top and the bottom. I was tempted to color some of this ahead of time, but then I wouldn't have been able to show you the fun masking tape, so that would not have worked, or masking paper. So bear with me as I get these colored. All right, so there is our cherry cobbler. Then I'm going to switch to Pretty Peacock, and I'm going to use the light. And for this, we're going to color this bow. If you can see the pile of papers to my left here, we're going to be using cherry cobbler, Pretty Peacock, and some white for this card design. So we're going to make sure that everything coordinates, because that's one of the things we love about Stampin' Up, right? Is how well everything coordinates. So let's color this bow here. It is a sweet stamp set, Kathy. I agree. Okay, and then let's color this ribbon over here too. You could also, instead of using your blends, you could use your watercolor pencils. You could also use Stampin' Write markers because the images are small. I tend to like to use those only on small images because I don't like the way when I use them, I get really streaky looks and I'm not a fan. So I like the blends. but for something this small, you could definitely use your Stampin' Write markers. Okay, now I'm going to switch to Shaded Spruce, light, and I'm going to color the gifts under the red ribbon. And this color combination is just really fun. And I pulled it all from the colors in the designer series paper. So the Sentimental Christmas. Now remember, every time somebody buys that pack of paper, Stampin' Up is donating to the children's literacy programs. So it's a really good time to stock up on that paper, especially if you love it. We can help out too. Okay, so switch this over. We'll color this one. Oh, I need to mention too, you guys, don't go looking for this tutorial straight away after the video. Maybe wait till tomorrow because I didn't get a chance to get it all typed up today. I just designed this card and tomorrow's card this afternoon. And so the tutorial is not quite done yet because I couldn't take pictures because the lighting was bad, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, look for the tutorial tomorrow, please. It'll be there for you tomorrow, I promise. Okay. Now I'm switching to Crumb Cake and I'm going to ground these colors a bit with a nice neutral and color these gifts. Kind of looks like a gold wrap. Get that done. Almost done, you guys. And then we'll show you how awesome this card is going to be. This one turned out super pretty, prettier than I was expecting it to. I love when that happens. Okay. Almost finished. Now you could get really fussy with this too, and you could outline the green on the branches here and all the things, but I'm just going to leave it like this. I love the way that looks. I'm happy with the way it looks, so I'm just going to leave it alone. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create that banner that went across. So if you're just joining us, or if you've forgotten because it took so long to color, this is the sketch that we are playing with right here. So we're on number 19, which is coincidentally the same as number 3. All right, so we're going to go back to this one. So here we have the tag. Now we're going to create that banner across the center. So I have a piece of pretty peacock paper. I'm going to grab my bone folder and just sort of do this to break up the fibers, or like loosen the fibers a little bit. I'll show you why. With my scissors, I'm going to just bend that now. It's so much easier to bend once you do that. Okay. Then we're going to take this, same side, do that. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put that across the center of those stockings. Now you might be wondering, well, why didn't you just stamp the stocking if you're covering it anyway? And the reason is the stocking is longer. So the stocking would have come down here and then the stocking would have come up there. So the masking paper allows us to not have any of those images below where we want them. Okay, so now that's going to go there in a minute. But first, we're going to take this piece of white and we'll grab our pretty peacock ink pad. And our sentiment on the front is going to be wish you joy and happiness. Such a lovely sentiment. And I noticed on my stamp that my rubber is not overly centered. And so when I'm stamping, I need to be mindful that my actual words are closer to the bottom. So that's how I'm going to try and line this up a bit. Perfect. Okay. Now, we'll come over here. We're going to adhere our white sentiment into the center of our banner. Thank you, Kathy. Stamp this. This is going to get centered. Whoosh. Okay, why am I struggling to get this centered today? There we go. All right, so the banner is centered. And this is sort of what I was thinking with this sketch. So instead of having that block of paper or designer paper or whatever it is they have there, that rectangle in the center of the tag, I'm kind of using, in my mind, the tops of like the stamped images as kind of that feature on here. and then we have the banner across. Okay, so that's kind of where our sketch would lend us to, but I wanted to really make this pretty and jazz it up. So we're going to grab some cherry cobbler and gold ribbon. Okay, and we're going to take a piece of tear tape, and we're just going to stick it in the center of our blank space here that we created with our masking paper. Oh my goodness, why can't I get that off? Okay, there we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our ribbon. Ooh, take that piece off. Okay, we're going to take our ribbon and we're going to stick it down here. And then we're going to come up here and loop it. So instead of tying a bow, I'm kind of making like a faux. I'm making like a faux bow onto our tag here, just by allowing that ribbon to attach into the tear tape. Like that. And I do want this to stick, and it doesn't want to stick. There we go. Okay, so you can see how that is just stuck down there. And then what we can do is just, for added assurance, let's just put a little piece across there so it doesn't come falling off on us. So I'm going to trim that off. We can pull these a little bit and have them all pretty. Don't you love the cherry cobbler with the gold? So, so pretty. Now let's grab our banner we created, and I'm going to put 3 bumpets down the center. Okay. This is going to go down the center in our blank space we created for this card. Okay, so now our tag is almost done. Hi, Jennifer. So glad you're here. I'm going to grab this ribbon and I'm just going to pull it through the top here. Oh, maybe not that far. Now, if you are wanting to make a really gorgeous tag, then you could just be done right there. You could tie this onto whatever you want your tag on, and that could be your really pretty tag. What do you guys think of the tag so far? So remember, here's our sketch. Here's our project. So very, very similar, right? We've added the ribbon and we've substituted that layered piece for some stamped images. So let's continue on to a card. So I'm just going to take this ribbon and I'm going to loop it around, pull these through. And then I'm going to pull it loosely. Okay, so just like that. So there is the tops of our tag. All right, there is our tag. Okay, now let's build a card. So we're going to build a card to put our tag onto, because we've been doing that all series long, taking these tags and turning them into cards as well. So I've got a pretty peacock card base. I'm going to fold it in half and score it with my bone folder I actually remembered to grab today. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of cherry cobbler and we're going to center that. Center that onto our card base, card front. Okay, now this paper, you guys, this is from the Sentimental Christmas Designer Series paper. On the back of this beautiful candle image, we used this in one of our cards early in the series, but we're going to use this one. Now, on my sample card, I don't have any of this outer image, but I think it looks super cute either way. So we're going to use this one with the branches coming in and these faded trees. Uh-oh, I think I just ran out of adhesive. Yes, I did. There is the yellow or the orange. Give me 1 sec. I'll just grab a refill. Okay, I was not expecting to run out of that today. Thanks, Kathy. Okay. There we go. All switched out. Super easy, quick and fast. Okay, so now let's pull this in, layer this in on top of the red. What do you guys think of those layers? Aren't they fun? Love it. Okay. Now we're going to flip our tag over. And we're going to add some bumpets, probably one in each kind of corner and one in the center should be enough. Oops, that one didn't come off. And then we're going to center this on our card front. Like, oh, I thought I had it glued the wrong way. Okay, what do you guys think of this card so far? Now, these are way too long. So you can trim these down as short as you like, as long as you like. They are ribbon, so of course it'll just fold into your envelope. It's not a big deal, but they just visually look too long for me. So trim this off. There we go. All right, so there is that. Now, we're not finished because we can't leave the inside naked and we need some bling. So I've grabbed these. These are like an oldie but goodie. They've been around for a little while now. They're one of my very favorites. They're called the Adhesive Back Sequins Trio. They come in pretty peacock, white, and pink. We're actually going to use the white ones. The peacock would look nice, but they're a little bit too much. I was trying to go for something. Oh, I've got multiple sheets in here. Okay, I was trying to go for something a little more subtle. So we're just going to grab these white ones. So there's two different sizes. So we've got a small one and a big one. And then down here in this corner, we'll put another big one and a small one. And then do we want another one? I think we need an odd number. I'm always told you need an odd number. So let's just put one up here on the gifts. Okay, so there is our beautiful, elegant card front using Sentimental Wishes. And then for the inside of our card, we are going to just do a little bit of stamping. So I've got my pretty peacock ink pad again. Another sentiment from this beautiful stamp set says, "Have a very Merry Christmas." So I'm just going to ink that up into the center of my card. And then I wanted a little something more than just a sentiment. If you like it like that, leave it alone. Just leave it that way. But I really was excited to use this cute little bow. So I'm going to ink it up in Tuxedo Memento. And then I'm looking at the positioning of mine. So see how it's like really off? So I need to go that way to get it centered. So let's see how this goes. Oh, very good. Okay, awesome. So now I'm going to use whatever color you wanted to use. You could use to color your bow, but I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler. And I'm going to use both the dark and the light to give it just a little bit of shading. To finish off this pretty card. I love this card. Okay. So tomorrow's card is a really cute one. Tomorrow's card is something I promised you guys I would use this series, and I don't know if you've been following along, maybe you know what it is. But we used the stamp set earlier on, and I was struggling with one image, and I said, okay, we will use this, I promise. So I did it. I got that card designed today, and so I will share that with you tomorrow. But in the meantime, let's finish up the inside of this one. I'm sad that it's ending too, Jennifer. It has been a fun series. I've enjoyed coming and stamping with you almost every night. Some nights we've had to do 2. Sometimes we had to do an afternoon, but every day I've been here to stamp with you guys. It's been a blast. Okay. So there is the inside of this pretty card, and this is the outside. So what do you guys think? Are you a fan of sketch number 19 or the card? So let's refresh. So we also did card 19 or card number 3. Oh my gosh, I've lost it again. Oh no. So sketch number 3 and sketch number 19 are the same in the catalog. So we did 2 different versions of it. They're similar. You can definitely see the resemblance, but we've switched it up a bit to make them very different style cards. So what do you guys think? What do you think of this interpretation of that same sketch? Do you have a preference for Christmas or fall? Which one do you like better? Okay, let me come back to the screen. So as I've been seeing the chit chat in the comments that you guys are sad that the series is going to be ending, and I am too. It's been a blast coming here to stamp with you guys every day and share some creativity with you, some interpretation of these sketches. And remember, a sketch is just there to be a starting point. So you can run with it, or you can take an idea and just go rogue, right? It's not always have to be exactly the same. And these are just my interpretations. So feel free to make your own too. I'm just seeing the comments. You guys are so awesome. I love it. We have such an awesome community here at Bird's Nest. I love having all of you join us to stamp. Okay, so tomorrow is the last one, and I've got a really cute card to share with you guys. And after tomorrow's class, or tutorial, I will be refreshing your memory with all 20 cards. I have a basket of 40 cards here. So I've got a good jump on my Christmas card making. Last year, I made about 150 cards to mail out. So I've got a good starting point here with these cards. Okay, lots of comments on the Christmas card for tonight. Thank you, guys. All right, so thank you again for those thumbs up and the hearts. Thank you so much for sharing my video and inviting your friends to come and join us too. All those little things, commenting, sharing, hitting those buttons, subscribing, it helps the algorithm on these channels to spread the word and have people come and join us. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing that. It means the world to me. Yes, Janet, I know, only one more left. Okay, so I am going to let you guys get back to your Saturday evening. I've got some market goodies to get finished, and I'll be sharing pictures too along the way. And I just saw Sandy's comment. So now what are you going to do to top your series? I'm not sure yet, Sandy. We'll stay tuned. I'll have to find something. I'm open for suggestions too. If you guys want to give me some ideas on what you'd like to see, I'm always open for ideas and all that kind of stuff. So thank you again so much for being here. I can't wait to stamp with you tomorrow. Be sure to join in. It is number 20. It's the last of the series. So enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Cheers.